What it is, my people, man. It's your boy Jiggy Benji's, a.k.a. El Negro Chimenea. And it's your boy from Deporte Que Lo Que, where everybody know me from. You know, I kick it with my Spanish motherfuckers, man. I keep going with my Dominicans, with my domies. But you know, I speak the Guala too. I speak the English too. So today I'm with my dog. We're trying to show you guys a little bit on something that we're trying to work on together. Trying to come up with a little show together.
Little baseball show.
Little baseball show for you guys. It's going to be very interesting. So this is a little pilot. As you can see, we got the Deporte Que Lo Que in the back. So never mind that right now. You know, we're going to have our own little shit in the back soon. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very happy to have my boy today, man. It's my nigga, man, from Yay High, man. You know what I'm saying? And today we're going to share very good stories and what you should do and what you not should do when you're trying to reach your dream about being a baseball player and what it takes, you know, and what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And as everybody know, my boy, you know, Gonzi, man, everybody knows him from being a great baseball player. My nigga was on the way, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know that he was, you know, he was him. You know, one of the illest catchers out here, you know what I'm saying? Hitting. And like like the kind of baseball player I like. Always dirty, always in the mix, always doing something, you know what I'm saying? He remind me of like a young Ivan Rodriguez, you know, that type of motherfucking catcher.
That's my favorite catcher.
You know what I mean? So with that being said, you know, if it wasn't for his injury and everything that he went through, he's gonna share that himself. But if it wasn't for all that, I feel like he would have been up next. He would have been him, like how his brother Gio Gonzalez. Shout out to my nigga Gio, man. I also played with his brother. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? We used to get busy out there, you know what I'm saying? But tell us the difference. What was the difference on you growing up baseball and being in the same household as a Major League Baseball player, which all-star, all type of achievements that he did? What was the difference growing up? And what did he do that you didn't do growing up? What was his discipline? Walk us through it on him making it to MLB and you know, going through your injury and going through your life lessons and shit. Walk us through that whole experience.
The truth is, man,
what these young niggas got to do, these YN niggas got to do out here, man.
One thing I could tell you about my brother, he never took the game for granted. Never took the game for granted, man.
Shout out to Gio, man.
If anybody worked harder than my brother, I will have to see it myself, because I lived in that house. I knew what it took. He busted his ass night and day. There was no excuses. He worked Monday through Sunday working out. He put in what he had. He's a what they call a coach's dream. A coach's dream player. Listened, never had the answers, always asked. That was my problem. I always thought I was bigger than the program. I always thought I was bigger than the game. I never asked questions. I thought I was too good. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I was really.
You was him, nigga. What do you mean you thought?
I was.
Fuck
really
you talking about, nigga? You was him. Everybody know who the fuck Gons was, nigga.
We stayed champions.
With the choco bat, nigga. Everybody know what time it was, nigga. When that choco bat came through,
one arm home runs.
Yeah, type shit. Type shit, nigga. You crazy?
That's what separates greatness, and that's why my brother was greatness, because I let that get to me. I let a lot of emotions get the best of me. You know, I had attitude with coaches. I had attitude with players, you know, and that affected me a lot. Obviously, I went to college. I was a starter. I had it all. I had the tools to do it. I just didn't have the mindset, which they say 90% is physical.
Yeah.
The other, 90% is mental, 10% physical. You understand? And mentally, I wasn't there. It was hard. That's why a lot of players go through the grind. But I could tell you this. I lived it. I saw it.
But Gonzi, time out.
Yes.
You also got to understand, a young nigga, we was going to high school. Your brother got signed when we was in high school.
Yes, sir.
If you know, you know. Now, hold on. If you know, you know. Your brother got signed to Oakland or the White Sox.
Oakland. No, he signed with the White Sox.
With the White Sox.
He got drafted to the White Sox.
With the White Sox, we was like in 10th grade or something like that. 10th, 11th.
You were. I was in 11th grade.
And
he was a senior when he got drafted.
Okay, so then I was a senior as well then.
Yeah, you remember.
I was a senior.
Yeah. I was in 11th
My nigga,
grade
you was
when he
going
got
to high school with Hummers and all type of crazy shit. It was a big distraction. You know, for a young nigga going to school And, you know, you had all the bitches going to, they wanted to jump in the whip with guns. And, of course, the Nero Chimenea was in the mix. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that nigga missed nothing. I was with the Gonzalez, you dig? Yeah. I was with the Gonzalez and dime que te diré. If niggas know. Niggas know I was one of the favorites, you know what I'm saying? I was one of the ones, nigga. I got to see all from Yay High to Sly High, nigga. Lambos and Rolls Royces and shit, nigga.
You got to see the dream.
I got to see that shit first class.
You know what the crazy part is? You know what the crazy part is? You see how we talk about this? Jill wasn't even. He wasn't
even on that.
Jill wasn't even president on that.
No,
that's what
I think
we
drove his cars more than he did, dog.
That's what we're saying. That's the dedication and the professionalism that he is. That there was never a distraction. He didn't care about the money. He didn't care about the car. He loved the sport, and that he showed that since he was a child. When he was younger, he was the best player. He wasn't the best physical player. But my God, that guy worked the hardest on the field, and that's what made him. That's what made him the best, and that's what separated him from the rest, bro. His talent was unreal. I remember his.
I was mad when they didn't give him the Cy Young that year. I was pissed,
he was
nigga.
Mad.
I remember. Was hot, dog.
I remember.
I was hot.
I remember Gio's freshman year. Never forget this. He wanted to start. I told you this. He wanted to start in center field. He was a baller, man. Gio was such a stud. He was a center field. He wasn't even a pitcher. But, you know, like every little league kid, what do? Everybody's a pitcher if you throw hard, really? Obviously. You know, so Gio was a pitcher, but he had a nasty 12-6 curveball. One of the best curveballs to this game right now, to this day in the major leagues. So I remember he wanted center field so bad. He wanted it. But at the time, we had a kid named Yema. Shout out Yema. Guy's a stud.
Coño, Yema, coño. Yeah. Shout out to Yema, nigga.
Got drafted.
Yeah, shout out to Yema, nigga.
He was never going to move Yema. And they told him that. They specifically told him. And Gio could not take no for an answer, could not see himself in JV. So what did he say? He says, Coach, well, I can pitch. And that day, from that day on, changed his life and his career. Because who would know that Gio Gonzalez
that's what you call not being selfish. He ate. Let's do it. I'm ready to work whatever you put me.
He said, I can pitch. Put me to pitch. When they saw his 12-6, they
shut shit down.
They told my brother, you will never see another bat again. You will never see another bat. Forget about a bat. And that's the name and the legend of Gio Gonzalez and how he was born.
It's such a humble person, bro.
Oh, yeah.
My man's was in Washington driving the Escalade. Well, we was down here driving this Rolls Royce, Lambo, and Ferrari, going to Dolphin Mall and going to Aventura and going to eat good. Going to eat good, you know what I'm saying? Going to Louis, doing all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They treated me like part of the family. I got to see all that good shit, man, first class on Mommas.
That's what
you know what I'm saying?
Say, yeah,
but that goes to show you how humble he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't even care about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care about nothing. He just cared about baseball. He cared about playing what he loved to do as a kid. And he was excited to do it. You know, he actually got to make it, nigga, out of Hialeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight out of Hialeah to Washington. You know what I'm saying? And shut shit down, man. He was in Washington doing big numbers for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what?
Top 3.
You know what? It was sad to see you not being able to do the same thing because you was on the way. You was really on the way, doggy. You know what I'm saying? So it was sad that not only that
no, I know
you didn't listen like you told us right now, but also, you know, with the injury, but you know another person, and you know him very good. And shout out to my nigga Frank the Tank, man. Shout out to the kid. Franklin, my nigga.
Here's another one.
Stupid.
You know how they say,
Franklin.
That word around town. And they said it
listen.
Waste of
niggas
talent.
know what time it is. He could tell you, bro.
They say a waste of talent.
Hey, baby.
That's what I was, and that's what Franklin was.
Oh, Mommas.
He was too good.
Oh, Mommas,
He was too good.
He was too good to be true.
To be true.
Yo, like he didn't know what he was, dog.
He had a power. He had a power and didn't know he had the power.
Yo, that nigga's like a baby papi Ortiz.
Yeah.
Hacer el chamaco te cogía la pelota, la desarmaba, le daba la pelota y el hilo se le salía. Shout out to the kid, my nigga. Shout out to Frank the Tank, my nigga. They don't call him the Tank for no reason, you heard? Oh, Mommas, my nigga. That was another person that I was like, yo, what the fuck you didn't, like, what the fuck is you doing?
That's the thing.
Like,
that right there shows you how this sport is where Mental. 90%, brother.
Yeah, it's like
a
chess.
lot of people don't got it here.
It's like chess. It's not basketball. Yeah. It's not football.
You don't know what people are going through back home. You don't know what they go through in school or the grades and keeping up. And then you got to worry about a game and how your parents act after you do what you do in the game. And there's a lot, you know what I mean? There's a lot that goes behind that.
What was the biggest challenge your brother had to face in the MLB? What would you think was the biggest challenge? And how did he do on it? You know what I'm saying? Walk us through a couple of things that he had to go through that left you like, damn, nigga, that's like for real. They did that shit? Like, damn, they sneaky like that?
Well, I know.
Damn,
I know. In the
damn, yo, drop some gem on this motherfucker, cause we got some real insight. We got some, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, be alarmed and be aware that we got some very, very good intel right now. This is somebody that's been inside the MLB family and been inside the whole scene. So this is not like I heard it from Pedrito that lives down the block because he heard it from ESPN. No, papi. No.
I've been there.
This is ill will right here. This is that da grasa. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Walk us through a couple of things like that your brother was like, damn, and damn, like real shit that left you like, wow.
Perfect example. Gio in the minor leagues. Everybody knows that he should have been called up sooner. Obviously, he does 4 years in the minor leagues. Breaks almost every record in the minor league. Strikeout record, win record. He wins 4 minor league World Series.
Damn.
4. All 4.
Wow.
Years, he won all 4. Doesn't get his shot yet still. He comes up in the half of the season in 2000, I want to say 2007, around there. He comes up about a month or so. He does his thing. Balls out. Next year, doesn't make the cut again. And he doesn't understand why. His numbers are just as good as the first guy in front of him. So what happens is someone gets hurt. Gio gets his shot. Never looks back.
Never looks back.
Dominates. What happens there? He plays 3 years in Oakland. Dominated numbers.
Yeah, he balled. That's what I'm saying.
All-star.
He balled in Oakland.
They were under 500 team, and he was double-digit wins. So right off the rip, you already knew that he was grinding. What happens is that year off season, his third year, they offer him a contract. Not going to say what, but clearly they offered someone that had less numbers.
They gave him more?
Gave him more years, more money.
Wow.
It was insulting what they asked my brother. It was more like a slap to the face. He was very depressed. But I can tell you one thing as a man, at least their general manager reached out and said what he had to and said, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. We lowballed you because we know who you are as a player. So
let me ask you a question, Guns.
Yes.
Was the player before bro was Caucasian brother? Was he white or was he Hispanic? Was he? But I mean that's a big part. He plays a big part.
Yeah, but we're not, listen.
People, comment below if that doesn't play a big part. We see that all the time.
Just know
we see that shit happen all the time in every sport, bro. They give our people real shit. They give the Hispanics and blacks less chances that they give. Come on, nigga. This niggas be having white privilege, bro. Come on. You just said it right now.
Listen, I'm not going to say.
For real. Even the Cy Young, they try, my dog. Man, fuck all that. You're not going to say it because you're trying to be political. I know how it is. You're trying to be political. They try, my dog. Cy Young, my nigga should have had that shit. My nigga had a retarded season, bro.
21 wins.
Come on, bro.
Most in the major leagues.
Come on, bro. What are you talking about?
280.
And who they gave it to?
No, hold on.
Who they gave it to, nigga? They gave it to that white old man, bro.
R.A. Dickey. I still remember to this day.
That nigga's a dick. That nigga's a dick, bro.
But yeah, 20.
And you're not gonna say it because you're trying to be. I know how you are, bro. I know you're not gonna.
Listen, I can tell you, Gio deserved the year in 2012. Gio deserved the Cy Young 100%.
All
down.
day, bro. Everybody comment below and let us know.
He definitely.
What season was that again?
2012.
2012. Comment below and let us know who deserved that dick from the Mets or Gio Gonzalez from the National Washington National.
Hold on, you can say it like this: R.A. Dickey's year, they were 20 games back. They had no playoffs opportunity. Gio signs for the first year with a new team, wins them 21 games, Goes to the playoffs. They hadn't gone to the playoffs in 50 years.
Stop playing, my dog, man. They gonna put some respect on my nigga Gio, bro.
Obviously,
Stop
they had a
playing,
stud
nigga.
team. They had a great team.
Kid, bro.
You know, but he got that was taken from him. I'm not gonna say the
Real
other
shit,
thing.
real
You
shit.
know, I'm
say
not gonna,
it real. Say it real.
I'm not gonna
speak
say
real, bro.
I'm not
That's
gonna,
why I brought you to this shit. Cause we speak real in this show. We speak real shit, real spit from real niggas in real life stories that happen. That's why you in this motherfucker.
That Gio deserved to be in the big leagues sooner. Of course he did. That there was reasons why he didn't get called up. Of course, but again, I'm not gonna get into that because my brother did 13 years in the big leagues. He was successful. God, thank you. And you know he's happy. Has his 3 kids right now, married happily. Thank God. I love my brother to death. And you know, he grinded. You know, he obviously he had to go through a lot of adversities. There was a lot of bullshit.
Can I keep it real with you? Can I keep it real with you?
Tell me.
Another thing that makes me a little bit sad was that he got to leave and they got to win right the next year, though.
That's that. No.
Bro,
listen,
that crushed me, my nigga.
He played 7 years.
That fucked me up because I'm like, damn.
7 years with the Nationals.
My nigga like that.
7 years with the Nationals, and 6 out of the 7 he was in the playoffs with them.
Real shit. Nah, he did
so
it.
They can't
he was
say
always the number 2 pitcher, I think, right?
Top 3 every season.
They had that white boy that was a stud. I'm not gonna lie.
Steven Strasburg.
Yeah, he was.
Max Scherzer. Jordan Zimmerman.
No,
Tanner Roark.
The lineup was retarded.
They were dumb.
And he was top 3.
He was top 3.
Gio's top 3.
Yeah.
So he wasn't the Chico was in the the Chico was front line, nigga.
Front line.
The Chico was front line, nigga.
2012 he was
repping that Miami, that 305 Hialeah shit.
2012 he was
repping that shit, nigga, that Miami shit. All the way in Washington. Or all them crackers. Letting them know, nigga, like what it is, what it ain't. We outside with the outsiders. Not with the lames, nigga.
No, man, they did it. My brother did a good career. I'm happy for him, and like I said, we don't hold grudges against anything. We thought and we felt that he should have won the Cy Young in 2012. You know, people saw it different. We okay with it. You know what I mean? We like we said, we humble enough to thank God for what he got and everything he's got with it, and we happy with that. You know what I mean? We don't got no bad to say. It is what it is. We talking baseball here. We are gonna hurt some feelings.
Not real now.
We are gonna say some
shit.
I don't care about the whole race. Fuck that shit. I care about sports. Who deserves to be there and who don't. And we gonna be calling you out. And if you have bad weeks, we gonna talk about them bad weeks.
Not real now.
So if you don't want to hear about us, then you better shape up and start putting in that work.
Guys.
Put in that work.
Talk that shit, guys.
We finna see your flaws. So Juan Soto, come on now.
Yeah.
You my dog. Come on now.
Shit.
I was there. Come on now. I know you the big dog.
Oh, he was over there with your bro.
He a big dog.
Right.
And Big Bryce Harper.
That's right.
That's my dog.
That's right. Look at that. Look at that smoke. He got to see the Soto when he was a yay high, nigga.
Hey, shout out his dad, Ronnie Harper. I love you, man. That guy was the best father. Took care of his dad. Took care of his son. Humble, man. What a great man, Ronnie. That's Harper's father. That man is a great man. One of the coolest men in baseball, man. So humble. Son is so beyond baseball and so humble of a man, dog. Like, shout out Ronnie, man. Love you. Haven't heard from you in a minute, but you know, blessings, and I still love you.
All right, my people, so you already know this is all we got for today. Next time we going to talk a little more baseball, talk a little more stories, break down a couple things, call out a couple people, talk some shit, and agree and disagree. This is your boy Jiggy.
Comment down, Gonzi,
let's go.
Comment down low.
With the outsiders.
Comment down low or whatever you want us to talk about. You know, we bring it up. Whatever you want. This for you.
Not real now.
This for the fans, bro.
Not real now.
Let's go. And
not real now.
If you scared,
go to
some
church,
earplugs. Wear some earplugs.